It's so true, and you don't look to see. And Manager John and Shota, they come from a different generation than I do. I come from a different generation than you do. I think we're very similar. I'm not quite as old as you.
I'm like in the middle of everybody here.
But really, it's different generations. They think differently and they act differently, and everything is different. My nephew, I'm 44, so there's about 20 years between us, more than 20 years between us, 25 years between us. And I remember, he was in the car. He was in the passenger side with my sister, and I went up to him and I was like, put your window down. Look, Dustin's like, what are you talking about?
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Like, what are you talking about right now?
Roll the
He's
window
like,
down.
bro, what do you want me to do?
What is that?
Put the window down. He's like, well, how does this window? What do you want me to do? Go like this?
Yes.
And he's like, no, go like this. And I'm like, and sometimes you think back and like, they don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know what it's like to have a phone on the wall, and
Right.
you can only go 5 feet.
Right,
when
with the
you get
cord,
Or
yeah.
your parents got upgraded and they got the 10 feet one. You can go into the kitchen and talk.
Yeah.
They don't know that. They don't. I was part of the first generation of the first cell phones in a car, and people would look at you crazy that you had this big box
Right.
in the car, and you had a mobile phone. You had this big ass antenna on the
Big
car.
antenna, yep.
So you're right.
Yeah.
I was sitting, on a flight the other day, and somebody was pissed off that their internet, while they're flying in the air at 10,000 feet, wasn't fast enough. Right. I'm sitting there looking at him like, bro, you're angry that you're in the air flying in a seat and you don't have fast internet?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a different mentality.
Right.
But really, technology, the last 5 years, what's happened in technology has surpassed the last 50 years.
Right.
So it's true. And the mentality is different. My 2-year-old daughter, a call will come in, she's on the phone, and she'll swipe up, and I start laughing. How do you know how to swipe up? How do you know when a text comes in to swipe? She's 2.
Right. Yeah.
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 So I think there is a huge gap in the mentality between this recent generation.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the one previous to it. Huge.
Oh, 100%. I think now more than ever, because the world is so connected, in a performance, type career, they know what they want to be a part of and like what they don't, right? So like they know what type of environment. The environment now is more important than it ever was because people know what's out there. They know what maybe this team looks like. They know what that company looks like because you can see it. And environment's everything. If they like their environment, and I've done some research on this, they tend to perform better, more so back in the day because you were shut off from everybody else. Like all you knew is what you were doing and maybe the gym you were at. But now, there's no hiding. Environment is everything.
Yvonne, let me ask you this, because it's been 20 years since I've coached athletes. So I had a gym where I was coaching guys, but I haven't yet. Do you have a problem connecting with this generation at all?
I don't think so. I think and I recently retired, so I'm not coaching anymore, but my connection is different. I think as a younger coach, I was like the big sister, and now as I get older and wiser, my connection is more mentoring, motherly. I'm trying to empower women, not just in the 4 years that they were with me on the track, but now what? What are you going to do next after you graduate? Mm-hmm. You need these grades. You need to put your resume out there. You need to do all of these things, make those connections. I look at Jordan Hardy was one of our athletes, and
Caleb's
to see
wife.
her, be in the position that she is, that to see that growth and that span and feel pride in that because we had a little part in that, in that development in her life, that's what made it easy to connect with this generation. And I still look at them in that way. I call them and they're getting invitations to weddings and baby showers, and those types of moments make it all worth the while, So that's what was important for this generation to connect.
From time to time, I try to dabble in the YouTube world to keep myself young and to keep up to. I can't follow. I need my translator. Look at him laughing at me. I need my translator. Like, what does ghost me mean? Like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what some of these terms mean that they're talking about. I don't get it. Like, all these abbreviations I got to look up.
Right.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
I believe, and believe me, I think I'm the coolest dad that my kids have, in school, but I feel like I'm a dinosaur. I really do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of positives to it, though, as well. Obviously, OSP, we develop and, mentor future entrepreneurs. And this generation's, there's some things that they're very suited for it. I think when you guys were coming up, when I was coming up, it was like, go to college, get a degree, go start at a corporate America job. Right. Now more so than ever, entrepreneurship is like cool. Not following the normal route is like, it's acceptable. It's cool. So they're more developed there, and they're more developed in a sense of understanding marketing, right? Which is, you've obviously taken OSP's marketing to just a whole nother level. I still don't even know half the stuff we do.
Sure.
But I bet you a lot of our agents, they understand it. They actually know how to do it. So when they go open up their business or their office, they're more equipped to do that than even I am today.